Hey guys, it's Hannah. So, if you haven't noticed somewhere, I look exactly the same as I did in my last video. It's because that's like an hour ago, and I'm doing it again today because I want to post this tomorrow, but I don't have time tomorrow. So, tricky, right? So today it's going to be all about sororities. I'm so excited. Sorry. um, but yeah, I mean, I haven't gone through formal recruitment yet. That's kind of what this is going to be about. I want to let everyone know that's going to be different for every school. We have 13 sororities on campus, part of Pan-Hellenic, which I know is not the only like sorority council out there. So I don't know anything about the other ones. So their recruitment methods might be completely different. You'll just have to research that yourself because I really have no information about that. But yeah, I'm gonna get started. So I had an informational meeting last week, and it was an informational meeting, so I'm just gonna get going. We have this thing called rogue AMAs. I'm pretty sure a lot of people, I think I've heard this term before. It's like your counselor, I guess you could say, for the week. Like, they're gonna be the ones who take you everywhere, show you where to go. Like, you can ask them if you are wearing the right things. You can ask them, you can tell them if you feel uncomfortable, if you feel like you're being hazed. They're just kind of there for every purpose they're basically there because they're not supposed to be opinionated, biased. That's what it's called, biased. They're not supposed to be biased based on the sorority they're in. They are in a specific sorority, but they're not supposed to be biased about it. So, mine seems really nice. She already emailed us, and we add her on Facebook, and she seems nice. P&M, potential new member is what a lot of sororities refer to us as, like the people that are rushing. It's the same thing as like rushies or recruits or whatever, so that's kind of what you are. So I think we have, hold on, let me look. I think we have 3 rounds. Hold on. Nope. We have 5 rounds. No, we have 3, 4. I don't know. I'm kind of confused. Round 1, at least, is going to be in, this is a little bit less traditional, I've heard, that we do it here. We're going to be in one big room in the main student area, and it's going to basically be conversation-based. So we're going to have 15 minutes with each sorority. So that's not a lot of time at all. Like, if you think about it, there's going to be, there's 13 sororities. There will probably be, my assumption would be that there's 13 groups of recruitments. Because, like, I'm in group 2, my friend's in group 3. So, there's going to be, like, we're going to take turns. So, if there's 13 sororities, and let's say there's, I don't know, like, 10 girls. I don't know, there could be more, there could be less. 10 girls in your group. That means that you have to stand out among those 10 girls within 15 minutes. That's crazy. Like, that's a lot. So you need to have like a little speech down pat. This is where they want to get to know you. This is where you want to get to know them. I would suggest doing a little bit of research. I only have 13 sororities, so I could go through each sorority and be like, okay, they're environmentalists. Okay, these people like dogs, I just need to find out a little bit about them. So you need to have a speech. You need to have like a go-getter line. Like, when they ask you, what do you like to do? Don't go, well, I really like the color blue, and I used to play soccer. And no, you need to have rehearsed this. You need to have it down pat. You need to be outgoing. You need to smile. You need to make sure you brush your teeth. Like, seriously, this is crazy. It's going to be, well, it's rushing. Like, you're going to feel rushed the whole entire time. You got to sell yourself. And if you're selling yourself and they seem really into you, but you're not really into them, be nice. You don't have to be like, I'm not really interested in you. Just ignore them, and then at the end of the night, you will have the option to pick, I think we're going to pick, we're going to go see everyone again. So, but on a normal day, you would go back and you would say, okay, well, these are the 7 sororities that I want to look at next time. And then the next night, you'll say, well, these are the next 4 sororities. Like, you keep narrowing them down. And so that eventually you're down to, like, 2 or 3 houses that you look at. And then eventually you'll, become part of one of those houses. So, don't be mean if you're really not interested in them. Just be like, yeah, okay. And then you don't have to act, like, they don't have to know that you're not interested in their sorority. So for the first day, I know I was so nervous, like, what do I wear? Like, I don't know what to wear. I don't know. Like, I feel like I have no clothes, even though I have a ton. So what they're doing, actually, which I think is also unique, I don't know. No, maybe it's not unique. They're giving us t-shirts. that we have to wear on the first day. So it's like, I think it's kind of to equal out like fairness, so there's no like, oh well, she's wearing Hollister, so I want her in my sorority group, or you know what I mean? Like, it's just kind of like, I don't know, it's kind of fair. So, I think it's really supposed to help out us, like, so we don't have to stress out about what you're wearing. So I'm going to do my hair really cute, put on some makeup and wear some jeans and nice shoes. But that's just about it for round 1. So then we have round 2, which round 1 is actually consisting of 2 days because it's going to be so hard to have to rotate through 13 sororities. So that's taking 2 days, 2 whole entire days just to meet them for 15 minutes. So there goes 2 out of your 5 days that you have to sell yourself. So round 2, which will be on a Friday for me, it'll be my 3rd day of recruitment. It's based on conversation again, and we visit up to 10 sororities, which means at this point in time I've said, well, these 3 sororities I know for sure I don't want to be in. Or, maybe these, I'd say 5 sororities I'm really sure I don't want to be in. You can narrow down as many as you want and only go back, but remember, don't be too fast to narrow them down. You've only had, maybe you might not have been able to even talk to anyone in one of the sororities at one point in time. This is just kind of a time, like, I would still be, like, willing to check out someone who I wasn't like, well, I really, really like these people and I don't really like these people. I would still check out these people over here that I don't really like because I don't really know them yet. So we get 25 minutes at each house in round 2. And still, that's not a lot of time, like I said. At this time, I think you should try to connect with at least 3 or 4 people in that sorority. Because, if one people's like, oh, that one girl, remember Hannah? She was, like, really awesome. And if everyone's like, who's Hannah? Like, and they were like, yeah, she's the one that was wearing, like, those shoe things. Like, if there's a couple people that remember you, even if they don't remember your name, if there's a couple people that remember you and you make, you sell yourself to them, and there's like 3 people like, yeah, that girl was pretty cool, I know who you're talking about, there you go, you sold yourself. You got to sell yourself to as many people as possible. But let's say if you're talking to the president of the club, of the sorority, and you know it, I would stick myself there, like, don't leave or something like that, or the vice president or something. Like, if you're talking to the president of the sorority, I would talk to her for as long as she's willing to talk to you. Don't be annoying, but you know what I mean, you get what I'm saying. Round 3, which will be on a Saturday, so it'll be my 4th day, my 2nd to last day of rushing. We get to visit up to 7 sororities. So, I'll probably only have like 5. My assumption was I'll narrow it down a little bit better. Unless, obviously I might really, really love all the sororities. I just won't know how to make a decision. Maybe I'll have 7, but I'm hoping to narrow it down a little less than 7, because that's like less than half. That I'm really hoping to have it down to 5. And at this point in time, we're actually going to go to their houses for 40 minutes, which is an incredibly long time compared to the other days. So at this point in time, I'm probably going to wear a skirt and a really nice shirt. Possibly high heels. Probably not high heels because we're going to be walking, but possibly high heels. And, yeah, so 40 minutes. This is a point in time where if you met someone the other day, take like a couple minutes to re-meet them, just to remind you, be like, oh, remember me? Yeah, I was that one girl. Or, just to reconnect with them so that you are firmly in their mind, so that they remember you. Because if it's been 2 days since you really talked to them, they're not going to remember you. But also take this time to meet even more people in the sorority. You just have to keep gathering, it's like presidential elections. You have to gather votes. Because these people have a very limited amount of people that they can actually take in during each rushing, during each fall. And so if you're not fantastic, they're not going to accept you because they can only accept so many people. So yeah, if you're feeling really connected with these people, like I said, you need to revisit those people that you already met, but you definitely need to visit people that you have not met from the same sorority. Like I said, really nice top, probably wear a skirt. If you have a sundress or something that's a little less, dressy, if you're gonna wear a dress, you don't have to be as dressy, but if you have like a sundress or something, I would recommend wearing that, unless it's freezing cold, but you might just have to get over it, so sorry. Round 4, this is called preference round, and, this will be on the 23rd, so it'll be a Sunday, so it'll be my very last day, my 5th day very last day of, of rushing. So this is called preference parties. This is where they narrow it down to 3 sororities. So like I said, these people had 7 yesterday. Now they have 3 today. So I'm trying to get it down to like 5 and then go to 3, like 7 to 3. You're knocking out 4 people there. So yeah, 3 sororities. This is where you dress really, really nice. Like, I'm not going to get out my dress to show you right now because I plan on making a whole nother video of that. I'm wearing a dress that I thought was too dressy to go to an evening wedding. I don't know if most people will understand what I mean by that. It's a very, very, very nice dress. It was like $70. But yeah, it's like something I would wear to a funeral, but not, that sounds terrible. I don't know. I guess you guys will just have to wait and see. I'll show you. So we have 60 minutes to talk to these people. You once again need to go back and revisit every single person that you met the day of round 2, the day of round 3, and now you're at round 4. You need to revisit all those people and once again, meet new people. Meet new people from that same sorority. If you can, try to get to the vice president of the sorority, that'd be great. Or even like a chair, like the fundraising chair or the social chair, just try to get to any of them. Anyone who has any say in the sorority, try to get to one of them at least. And we have you have a whole entire hour. If you are offered a drink during this round, which you probably will be, not like an alcoholic drink necessarily, but because most of you aren't 21, and if they are offering alcohol, I would highly recommend not staying with them. Not to say that they're bad, it's just like, I get that everyone drinks underage and everything like that, and I get that a lot of sororities might, but if they're already doing that, like that's pretty severe, in my opinion. Like, they're supposed to really follow the code during this. They're not even supposed to message you on Facebook or anything. So if they're already offering you alcohol, it seems kind of like a bribe to me. Like, I know that every sorority has their social events and everyone gets drunk every once in a while. I just don't know how I would feel about someone coming on so strongly about alcohol. Like, here, join our sorority because we're going to allow you to drink underage. Like, that's not cool in my opinion. But, whatever. So the very last information I have for you is that sorority week is a lot of stress, I've heard. I've heard a lot of things about it, actually. I've heard that there was this one girl that came home and was trashed every single night after rushing. I pray to God that that's not true, because that's just not me. Like, I don't care about, going out on a Friday and a Saturday, but I don't know. Maybe she just wasn't hanging out with the right people. Maybe that specific sorority she was interested was into that, but I just don't recommend it, guys. You guys got to get up and go to school in the morning, and the hours I wrote down are insane. Like, on Wednesday, we have rushing from 8:30 to 12, which I'm normally in bed by like 11, at least on weekdays. Like, on like Fridays and Saturdays, I'm just going out and just getting ready to go out. But on weekdays, when I had to get up at 8:30, I'm typically headed to bed about, like, I fall asleep around 1. Thursday, we have rushing from 8:30 to 11:30. So you need to get home from your classes and you need to do your homework because you're not going to have a lot of time. So Saturday, I didn't write down the hours for Friday. Huh. I don't know what Friday hours I have. They're probably going to be pretty late though because, it's going to be a Friday, whatever. Saturday, we have it from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. with an hour and a half lunch. So that's almost an all-day thing. You're not going to have a ton of time to do your homework. You need to get that done. Like, you have a syllabus. It should tell you when your homework's due, what homework is due. Try to get it done the week before and not have to worry about it. On Sunday, there's a 9 a.m. We're there from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. And then that's like when we're going to their houses for 60 minutes. And then 5 to 7 p.m., which is when we'll get our bid, which means what's a bid? I guess it's like where you get a card that's saying, hey, we want you to join our sorority. You may only get 1, you may get 3. The most you could possibly get is 3 because once you narrow someone down, they can't ask you to be in their sorority, if I'm correct. I may not be correct, but I think I am. And then after 7, you have a huge, awesome celebration with all your sisters. So yeah, like I said, really, really, really nice dress on that day. You're probably going to be wearing it all day. So yeah, that's my little tidbit on sorority beforehand. I have not rushed actually yet, but I will be doing an extensive, probably series. It'll probably be like one for each day. They might be shorter, like, only 3 to 5 minutes, but I'm going to make sure that it is awesome. But it is officially almost time for me to go to class, and it's 15 minutes long. So if you guys have any questions, leave them below. I will get the answers to you. I will look for them. And yeah, I hope you guys have a fantabulous day. Bye.